And now let's meet three more people who want to play Tell the Truth.
Number one, what is your name, please?
My name is Mike Scales. I won a medal for a lifeboat rescue.
Number two.
My name is Mike Scales and I won a medal for a lifeboat rescue.
Number three.
My name is Mike Scales and I won a medal for a lifeboat rescue.
Only one of these people is the real Mike Scales, and in part two, we'll find out which one has sworn to tell the truth.
Hello and welcome back to Tell the Truth. Now, you remember at the end of part one, we met three people who claimed to be Mike Scales, who won a lifeboat medal. And panel, if you open the envelopes in front of you, you'll find this signed statement. And it reads, I, Mike Scales, am the youngest ever winner of the RNLI Gold Medal for Gallantry. I've been coxswain of the St. Peter Port lifeboat in Guernsey for 2.5 years, after being a member of the crew since 1976. In all, we've been out on service about 100 times since I joined. My gold medal was awarded after we rescued passengers and crew of a South American banana boat. It got into trouble in a wind of storm force 10 gusting to hurricane force 12. Driving snow reduced visibility to 200 yards. The seas were so bad that at one point, the lifeboat was trapped underneath the hull of the other vessel. Signed, Mike Scales. Well, panel, that's the name, that's the claim, and you've got to find out which is the real Mike Scales, who took part in that hair-raising rescue and was awarded the gold medal for gallantry. And the questioning begins this time with Beverly Anderson, starting please now.
Number two, how young were you when you won your medal?
32.
And when exactly did this happen?
On the... This is in December 13th and it was very cold.
December 13th. How did you get out, number one, how did you get out from under the hull of the other vessel? It says your lifeboat was trapped.
We come out backwards with the engines. We waited till the swell had dropped away and then we pulled out with the engines backwards.
I see. And number three, how long do you sit in your wellies? I noticed you had some beautiful wellies on. Do you wear those all day while you're waiting for a rescue call?
No, you wear them only when you get the distress call.
Not a distress call there, but the hooter means that the questions go to Bernard Falk, starting now.
Number one, what's the largest single industry in Guernsey? Please?
Tomatoes.
Number two, can you name the other three main islands in the Channel Islands group?
Jersey, Sark, Alderney.
And Guernsey itself?
And Guernsey itself, yeah.
No, number three, what's the difference between a major SOS call when you receive it and one that is not so serious? What's the code language which is used between the Coast Guards and the coxswain of the lifeboat station?
It'd be a XXX, just requesting medical assistance, but no immediate.
Do you agree with that, number two?
I do.
Number one?
And there's the hooter. We won't know what number one thinks about that one because it goes now to Sue Arnold, starting now.
Number three, who knitted your Guernsey sweater?
I beg your pardon?
Who knitted your Guernsey sweater?
We get them from stores.
Ah. Number two, who presented your medal?
It was presented by Princess Marina.
Number one, are you a full-time lifeboat man or is this a voluntary occupation?
No, we're only volunteers.
And what do you do when you're not rescuing people?
Go to sea on another boat.
Number two, this banana boat, how many people were on it?
It was 34 altogether.
Number three, when you came out from under the hull of the vessel, how did you come out? Backwards or forwards?
Yes,
or...
on full power, alternate power to pour it out from the destroyer.
And there goes that hooter, meaning that finally we go to Peter Purvis. Your question starting now, Peter.
Number one, how is the St. Peter Port lifeboat launched?
Well, it's launched by...
Number two, how is the St. Peter Port lifeboat launched?
We go out to it by dinghy. It's a floating boat.
Number three, the colours for Jersey are red and white, I believe. What are the colours for Guernsey?
Orange and green.
Number 1, what does RNLI stand for?
Royal National Lifeboat Institution.
Number 2, what are the newest of the large lifeboats? What type are they? What class are they?
This is the very new ones.
Yes.
These are the Arran class.
Number 3, do you agree with that?
They're the fast slipway offshore.
And that means the time's up. No more time, no more questions. And the panel have to vote. And as they're putting their number onto the card in front of them, you at home get a chance to make up your minds and think, which is the real Mike Scales lifeboat hero? Is it number 1, or number 2, or number 3? And the cards there have all been marked, and let's start with Beverly Anderson for your verdict, please.
Well, I'm seeing Bernard in a new light, all these dots and dashes and SOSs and things. This is a man of genius we have here. But never mind, it's not number 1. Number 3, I suspect you weren't 32 recently enough. I'm going to go for number 2.
Number 2 by default there gets 1 vote from Beverly. Who gets Bernard Falk's vote?
Well, I'm afraid to disappoint you, Beverly. That was a totally invented question. I have actually been out on a lifeboat, and once you've seen people do that, you can only just stand back in admiration about the people who actually do it. I don't believe number 1, because he said he went to sea in another boat. I think you might have said fisherman. If you're a deep-sea sailor, then perhaps you wouldn't be a member of a lifeboat crew. Number 2 knew all the names of the Channel Islands. I'm going for number 3. He has an honest, sturdy face, and men who do that kind of job, apart from being brave, are honest and sturdy. So you get my vote.
Honest, sturdy number 3 gets a vote there. Sue, who are you
Well,
going
I
to
don't think it's number 3 because I think he would have had his jersey knitted by somebody, his mum or his granny or someone. Number 2 looks exactly as you would imagine a lifeboat rescue man. You're standing there so sturdily in your gumboots. But I think number 1, who was inarticulate, I mean, I don't mean all lifeboat men are inarticulate, but I feel that you're sort of, you're a doer rather than a sayer, and I think it's you.
Number 1 gets Sue's votes there. So 1, 2, 3 have all got 1 vote each. Peter, who are you going to go for?
Well, definitely not number 1. I think probably by the time he'd found out how they launched the boat, they would have gone. So, no, not him. Number 3, he got one of the colours right. I'm not sure about the orange. I thought it was green and white, but I could be wrong with that. Maybe it is green and orange. Number 2, very quick with the Arran type. I lost confidence in my choice halfway through and wish I'd gone for number 2 because I think number 3 gave just a little bit too much extra information. I think he just knows about boats, but I'm stuck with him, so there we go, number 3.
And Peter stuck with number 3. That's 2 for 3, 1 for 1, 1 for 2. Let's find out. Will the real Mike Scales, who won a lifeboat medal, please stand up? Well done, Mike. You only got 1 vote there from Sue, and the imposter did extremely well. Sturdy, honest imposter number 3 with your 2 votes there. What's your real name? What do you really do?
My name is John Kearns, and I am actually in shipping and forwarding management.
And number 2 with 1 vote?
My name's Alan Maskell. I'm a parrot keeper at the London Zoo.
No.
What are your Wellingtons full of?
So not. Mike, that's an extraordinary story that we read on the card there, and I believe there are people who say that the gold medal is the equivalent of the VC in the lifeboat service.
Yes, I think that's said, yes.
It's said.
Yes.
You're being canny about it. In fact, the hardest thing we've had to do today is to get Mike to own up exactly what he did in this heroic rescue. He really is the strong, silent type. And we do have the opinion of the ship's officer from the boat, the Bonita, which is the one that you helped to rescue the crew from. And we know his opinion of your work and your crew's work.
Well, I think they were fabulous. Very good job they did.
A very good job has to be the understatement of the year. It was an incredible effort and, of course, a team effort. Yeah?
Yes, that's right. Well, all of my crew also got a bronze medal as well. They did very well.
For conspicuous gallantry.
Yes, that's right.
Well, thank you very much for coming along. Thank you for the work you do. And thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.